my gosh, guys, it's a big day. I'm having my micro home painted, the interior, the shiplap. And in about 5 minutes, I've got a landscaper coming over to give me a quote. My heart is racing because like so much to do, big projects. I was out all day yesterday getting the paint and the supplies, the rollers, the paintbrush, the tray, the tape, the floor coverings, everything. And the day is here. And quite the blessing. Oh my gosh. My painter is somebody that I met in Arizona and is gifting me this project. I'm looking out the window. There's a random dog out there. He's gifting me this. He said it's a cool exchange for a place to stay for a few days. What a blessing. So with no further ado, let me show you what I did this morning, and we'll get this party started. I don't know if Patrick is going to want to be on the camera or not. Well, that remains to be seen. You know, I like to ask people ahead of time. But yeah, it's time to get going. It's almost 9 o'clock. Patrick said 9 a.m. and I just got a text from the landscaper that he's on his way. So, all right. Hope you'll join me. Serene and Simple Life. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. And I'm going to try to live in the moment here. Woo! Let's go inside and see the setup. I've been up, I don't know, since about 6:30. We've got the ladders. My neighbor, I gave him some money for him to loan these to me. It was really minimal. He thought it was a lot, but he's loaned me his ladders. My handyman Joe that you've seen in previous, we've got the 6 foot and the 8 foot. This is my little heater, the drop cloth. I brought a tarp out of the Happy Haven. And now I've got the setup here with my dining room table. This was an all-in-one. I think this ran me like $16. Came with the 2 rollers and the pan, what you see here. I was doing some spackling this morning with the nail holes from the shiplap. This is the paint I decided to use after, oh my gosh, hours and hours of deciding and talking to an expert at Lowe's. Pure white is the color. A favorite of, what's her name, Joanne on that house show, her and her husband. Can't think of it right now. Got frog tape, was highly recommended over painter's tape. Do any of you use this over painter's tape? I had a chat with a commercial painter, as God would have it. And then we've cleaned off everything here. I don't know if Patrick's gonna need this. We're not doing the ceiling at the moment. And I got a little roller. I may get brave enough to do the trim. I thought I was gonna do the trim all in, and the walls all in the same color, but I've changed my mind. And I've got lots and lots of colors to pick from here. I think I'm going to do something that will accent the tongue and groove ceiling. What do you think? And the butcher block, you know, kind of like pull it all together. I'm really, really excited. So we are ready to roll. And then we've got a mess in the next room here where I brought things in this morning. But yeah, I had my TV hung the other day. I was tired of having it on a little accent table that it didn't fit on. And wasn't 100% sure that when Patrick was gonna come, and then, shoot, he just called me like a day ago and said, I'm here. And I'm like, oh no. But yep, it's really happening, guys. It's really happening. So I'll show you as we progress with or without Patrick in the video. It's a big day in the neighborhood here. at the micro home.
Oh my gosh, there's a guy in my house. Hey, Patrick.
Hey!
How's it going?
It's going fantastic.
So in between, do you have a minute in between your slave labor that's going on here?
The free labor, yes I do.
Slave labor. Oh, did you say free too?
Free,
huh?
free labor,
Yeah.
yes ma'am, yes ma'am.
Wow. So tell me, like, where did you come from? What the heck here?
Well, a roundabout way, I think the good Lord crossed our paths way, way down in Arizona, courtside to be exact. So I was at the RTR, and you were at the information booth, and I happened to come up to get information, and I says, I'm excited about tiny house community, and you happen to pop up with, do you like to paint?
Oh, but you know what? I don't think that was when we went out for pizza though.
That was after the pizza. I think the first time at the RTR, when you were at the information booth, you tossed the idea out there. I says, I love to paint. The good Lord knows I love to paint.
Okay,
So, yeah.
well, that's how God works, right? He
In mysterious ways, and he has a great sense of humor.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
then you started sending me your resume of all these projects and things you've painted.
Yes, ma'am, I did.
Yeah,
Yes.
so you've painted at state parks, haven't you?
I
Or-
did. That was my most recent summer job. So my first year of migrational traveling down to Courtside, where we met up. I worked at New York State Parks and Preservation, and of course I painted a bunch of property there up in New York State, and then I went on to
New York.
Central New York, the Finger
Yeah,
Lakes region.
where Trump's from, New York.
No, well, that's downstate. Yeah, that's downstate, and I think he had casinos in Jersey.
Okay,
So,
yeah. I was wondering where that nice accent of yours came from.
The Finger Lakes region.
Okay, very cool. So take us in here and tell me what you're doing now. I know
Well,
you've got a rag in your hand. So.
Yeah, it's my damp cloth, just in case I start to cry.
Okay.
But anyway.
Yeah, if the paint makes you cry.
Well,
okay.
yeah, or all the free labor. No, I'm just kidding. But we're doing nail holes right now. What a fabulous tiny space you have here.
Oh, I
and I don't know if it's
you.
a tiny space or a micro space. I'm not quite sure on that.
Yeah,
one,
I call it micro,
I know you do.
but tiny is a good algorithm
Oh
word.
my gosh, yeah, tiny space. This is beautiful, fresh construction. Just filling the nail holes right now, doing a little preparation, wiping down all the walls.
Okay.
I'll start cutting in the trim and do some paint.
Yeah, I left the high ones for you because I did tell them that I had done a little bit myself, but now you're taking the rag because it was kind of bumpy where what I did.
Yeah, instead of
I'm
sanding,
just showing you how I can't do this type of work.
Yeah, instead of sanding, filling the nail holes, you just take a damp cloth. And generally, that's the best way, so you don't have to worry about sand, dust, and scratching.
Okay, all right.
So yeah, I'm a big fan of most of the wood putty that we're using. A wipe off with a damp cloth. So,
Okay.
yeah,
Well, I know I showed you quite a few pictures before you got here. This is not more than you bargained for?
Oh no.
No? Okay. Yeah, I guess the only concern that we have right now is the very high
Yes. Yeah.
ceiling up there and trying to get a brush up there. That's your dilemma right now.
That's the challenge, because I'm putting the ladder up that high above the cabinets and the countertops.
Yeah.
So that's the big challenge, but we'll get to that point after we wrap ourselves around it a little bit.
Okay, once you get a little more comfortable. But, I mean, is there a chance that we may have to bring in scaffolding or I don't know?
I don't believe so. We might have to bring in a single stand ladder like you use on the outside.
Oh, okay. Might have to rent something different.
Yeah, we'll see once we get to that point, but
All right.
yeah. Because I just don't think we have enough ladder
Or you just
height.
stand on your tippy toes and...
Right on the top of that cabinet with a piece of plywood, that could probably work.
Okay.
The corner cabinet could be a challenge. We might have to put the smaller person on.
Boy,
the
I
corner
like you
cabinet.
more already.
Yeah.
Where there's a will, there's a way.
And never lose the sense of humor, right?
Yeah, where there's a will, there was a way. So,
Amen.
okay, so I'm
Amen.
glad to hear that this is not overwhelming you.
No.
Because I am beyond blessed that you have that you are willing to come here, and the exchange is a nice little RV spot where you're going to put a tent up, right?
I am. I'm going to pop up my little Tigger tent, as I like to call it. It's orange, so you can't miss it.
Okay.
But yeah, that's my little Tigger tent.
Great. So if the inspectors come by and they want to know who's slothing here,
Right.
I gotta make up a story here.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
A quick story. Yeah.
Yep.
If in case they come by and knock on your tent.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll talk about that later. And yeah, I guess less chatter and more
Back to work.
back to work stuff, huh? Yeah,
Alrighty.
thank you, Patrick. I
Alrighty, be
really
well.
appreciate you.
Alrighty, thank you.
Patrick's still hanging out at the door. I don't know what. I know it's a gorgeous day,
Oh
Patrick.
my goodness, it's going to be like 70 degrees here.
Okay, so anyways, I know people are going to ask me if you have a channel based on your accent alone. They're going to want to listen to you. So what is your channel? Say it slow.
Homeless, traveling, living my dream.
All right, and that's with a G on the end
That is
of
correct.
living and
Traveling.
And traveling,
Yep,
okay.
homeless, traveling. I no longer have a sticks and bricks home. So
Okay.
that's why I'm here painting yours.
oh, awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, well, thank you.
You're welcome.
Homeless, traveling, living my dream.
dream.
Woohoo!
Amen.
All right. Check it out. We're getting some nickel gap painted here. Hey, Patrick, I see you're in the corner now, exactly where you belong.
Thank you.
Hey, so you've now graduated from filling nail holes to what are you doing now?
Listen, I'm climbing the company ladder here, all the way to the top. Eventually, I'm gonna get on the next big ladder.
Whoa!
I'm going all the way up to the tippity top and paint some.
You'll be the CEO of this.
Yeah, the painter crew.
Yeah.
That's the goal of mine, is to be the best painter in the house.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
So yeah.
All right, but what you say you're filling you got a 2-inch slant brush there.
Yeah, we're doing the old the nickel spaces between the shiplap. 'Cause
Ooh.
shiplap is a newbie, and then just cutting things in along the edges
Okay.
before hitting it with the roller.
And then you're gonna go with the roller, okay?
Yeah, matter of fact, I think we have a roller for you as well. Yeah.
No, I didn't see another roller.
Oh,
you
I mean-
you must be making that up.
I think it's just your size.
I don't know.
It only goes so high.
You know what? I didn't find any other rollers except the one with your name on it. So I guess
fantastic.
yeah, we'll have to talk about that later.
feeling gracious.
Okay. Thanks, Patrick.
You're welcome.
Thank Patrick. Yeah, I found you.
Yes, I'm on break.
Did you remember to punch out?
I did clocked out, yeah.
You clocked out? Okay.
Clocked out.
Good idea.
Free time.
Wow, you've got a special dining spot here.
I do. I got a nice ham sandwich with spinach and mustard. Yes. And you can't beat the location.
Pickles and grapes
Yeah.
we have got going on here.
And I have been painting, just so you can see. It is real. I
Yeah,
am painting.
you're still working on the nickel gap, I guess.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of nickels.
Lot of nickels in
A lot
there.
of nickels there, yeah.
Yeah. Wow, you know what? I think part 2 we'll get into the actual painting where you actually like pick up a roller, you know?
Oh, with a roller. I like
Yeah,
that idea.
yeah.
Yeah.
In the meantime, is this going to be where you're going to park here, huh? This
Yes,
is
I am.
wow. You're going to pitch a tent here.
Pitch the tent. Yeah, you want to pitch the Tigger tent.
Yeah, awesome. Yep, this is my future RV spot. You knew that, right?
Yes, yeah, it was part of our conversation, so I took you up
Yeah,
on that opportunity.
yeah. So yeah, we did a little bartering here.
We did. Yeah, the exchange of services, the way our country was
Yeah,
formed.
but I think that I got the better end of the deal here. So thank you.
Well, I got a free lunch. All the paint I can slap.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can't beat this weather either,
Oh my
huh?
gosh, for the next, I think, 5 or 7 days, I appreciate you ordering up good weather.
Yeah, yep,
Yep.
I did that. That's exactly the kind of weather they had when this was built too.
Speaking of the man above.
Yeah, awesome. All right, well, I like to end my videos, so I'll share this with you. Blessings in your day and joy in your journey, however that looks for you. And today the journey is painting the walls.
Painting the walls.
Painting the walls.
Painting the walls.
Thank you,
Nickelback.
thank you. Can't thank you enough, Patrick. All right,
Alrighty, be good.
later for part 2. Oh my gosh, Patrick, you're still here. You're done eating. Why are you just sitting here?
Yeah, I'm almost wrapping it up, boss. I'm almost wrapping it up.
Wrapping it up. Okay, but I guess because it's so lovely out here. I mean,
It's beautiful.
beautiful. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Beautiful place, do you think, for people, to RVers to come?
Oh, sure. It's so quiet. It's peaceful. Did you hear the birds?
Yeah.
And I got to figure out, is there a pond or a lake within walking distance?
Yes, there is.
How much longer do I have on break? I can go sit by the lake?
Not today. Maybe tomorrow, Patrick, okay?
All
Because
right.
you got a lot of nickel gap to do, remember?
Oh, about 6 more walls, I think.
Okay, awesome. All right. Well, I'm glad that you enjoyed your break out here.
I did.
I hope it was worth it to come here just for the break.
And the free lunch?
And-
I work for food.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, awesome. All right. See
Thank
ya.
you.